All the links to the original posts are given in the description. So now let's head straight to the video. I overheard my boyfriend say that he chose the wrong girl. For context, me and my boyfriend have been together for in total 8 years. We met between mutual friends while I was still in school and he had just moved to my town to go to college. We were friends for 2 years before we started dating. The reason for this was because 1, I was too scared to make a move, and secondly, he was in love with one of our mutual friends. After she got a boyfriend, he moved on to liking me and we have been dating ever since. Last Saturday was his birthday and he told me he has never been thrown a surprise birthday party and would like to experience one. I worked all week before Saturday, planning and inviting people, getting reservations, buying a cake, etc. I asked his best friend to hang out with him for most of the day so that I could set up and get everyone to get here and hide for the surprise. The birthday party was a success and he was smiling the whole time. He had snuck off with his best friend somewhere and I wanted to find him so that we could sing happy birthday and cut the cake. As I was walking down the hallway I heard him and his friend talking, so I kept walking towards their voices. I heard him tell his friend that he should have kept trying with our mutual friend. He told him that he should have been the man that was engaged to her and not her now fiancé. He said that he hated waking up to me and that he wished that our mutual friend was the one that threw him his first surprise party. He said that he felt disgusted every time he had to kiss me or hold me because he knew that our mutual friend should be in his arms instead. He said that he felt like he was stuck in our relationship and that he would end up having to marry me. He said that our mutual friend was better than me in looks from head to toe. He said that she was the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen. I went back to the party and told everyone that I couldn't find him and that we would have to wait for him to come back. When he came back, he gave me a hug and a kiss on the head and told me he loved me. I didn't want to ruin his party, so I went along with it. He doesn't know that I know he doesn't honestly love me. I've just been going along with everything. I honestly don't want to break up with him. I just want to know how I can make him fall in love with me. I don't know what I did to make him feel so unhappy, so I would like to know, how do I make my boyfriend fall in love with me, or should I just give up on our relationship? He is the first boyfriend I've ever had and I'm scared to start dating again at my age. Now for the second story. My son is the one responsible for my granddaughter's death. I have no idea how to deal with this and move on with my family. Edit. Thanks for all the comments. To clarify, my granddaughter was compromised. She had already a condition that rendered it impossible for her to get her shots, which I'd why my daughter was so careful and didn't expose her baby to more than park air, and took heavy precautions if they had to go to closed spaces with her. This is not about his daughter but his niece. I have 2 kids. My daughter's daughter passed due to my son's stupidity. My son Andrew marries Alexis 8 years ago. I am by no means a monster-in-law. Never have been. But Alexis is a nightmare. She is anti-science, pro-Facebook science. She is awfully entitled and is sinking all their savings in some MLM scheme. And as such, they decided not to vaccinate their kids. They have a son and a daughter. A month ago, my daughter, Jenny, came over with her baby to pick up some of her old things. She decided to stay for coffee and cake. Andrew and Alexis moved right across from us after the lockdown lifted. My husband and I assume it's because they were planning on using us as free childcare. Anyway, as Jenny was over, Alexis rung the doorbell. Before I could even say hello, her kids came spilling in. They are nice kids, somewhat bratty, but they do have a heart of gold. I love them so much, but because of them not being vaccinated, I don't like having them around the same time as babies. I tried to keep things calm, but the kids had run upstairs to where Jenny's baby was sleeping and were cuddling with her. I managed to get them to come down, but they had been with the baby for a few minutes. Fast forward a few days. Jenny calls me in tears telling me her and her fiancé are in the hospital because their baby had a high fever and couldn't breathe properly. My husband and I hurried there. Then we spent the most excruciating 17 hours in the hospital that sadly ended with my granddaughter passing away. She had apparently caught whooping cough and her little lungs couldn't handle it. My daughter is absolutely destroyed. I had a stinging suspicion and called my son. I asked him if his kids had been sick. He said that they had a nasty cough and a little fever, but that they had managed. I don't know what happened. I lost it. I just started breathing heavy and crying hard and couldn't say much more but to say that his niece died because of him. He had been calling me and his sister, and we haven't picked up. He has come over multiple times and I have not opened. I tried to calm down and tell myself that it's probable that she caught it from someone else, only that my daughter hadn't taken out granddaughter to places with kids for almost a month, maybe at a supermarket or in a walk. But my husband pointed out that it was likelier she caught it trough close contact, and it is possible to catch it outside, but not as likely. I feel so mad, so angry. I don't know what to do. I love my other grandkids, and I feel like they are gonna suffer with them as parents. How do we go forward? Genevieve never gonna forgive Andrew, and I don't know if I can. TLDR, my son didn't vaccinate his kids. They gave my daughter's daughter whooping cough. My granddaughter died as a direct result of this. I don't know how to proceed in life. Now for the third story. I purposefully ignored what my husband told me he wanted for Father's Day. He's now ignoring me and won't accept my apologies. What can I do to make it up to him? Me and my husband have been together for the past 9 years. We have 2 kids, a 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. For Mother's Day, all I wanted was a free day. I wanted my husband to take the kids out somewhere for the day so I could be home alone and relax. Instead, he got me and the kids tickets to have a fun day out. And it was fun, and me and the kids had a good time, but it irked me that he gave me the exact opposite of what I'd asked for. For Father's Day, my husband also wanted a free day so he could stay home and game all day. He games all the time with his friends. He'll get home from work, maybe spend the time between then and dinner with the kids before going up to his office to game for a few hours with friends. Instead, I got him and the kids cards for an arcade an hour away with a ton of tokens. I gave him the cards during dinner on Saturday so he and the kids could leave early and spend all day playing with them. I got my free day and he and the kids got to make a lot of memories together. He and I got into a fight when the kids went to bed. He was angry that I ignored what he wanted for Father's Day. I was angry he didn't see that he'd done the same thing to me on Mother's Day. He's been ignoring me since and won't accept my apologies. TLDR, I ignored my husband's wish to have a free day of Father's Day and got him and the kids a day out because he did the same thing to me on Mother's Day, and now he won't stop ignoring me or accept my apologies. Edit, some people are thinking that me, my husband, and our kids went out for Mother's Day. We didn't. I took the kids for a day out while he played video games all day with his friends. Edit, I can't believe I have to say this. I do not hate, resent, or in any other way dislike my children. My point was not that going on a day out with them is terrible and I hate it. My point was that it really sucks asking for one thing and being given the opposite.
If you like the story, hit the like and don't forget to subscribe the channel, and thanks for watching.